is Raymond. I'm the director manager of NAWI Greenhouse. It is the center taking care of some victims of diabetes and cancer of all types. Maybe you are not aware of, but the diabetes and cancer would be held completely, and the victim will going to Curable his casual life. So, NAWI Greenhouse, when caring these patients, we take care of some objective standards. There are 5. We are using nature as a whole. We are using and we are taking care of the man as a whole. Number 3, we consider the food and drinks as a whole to strengthen, to enhance the vital force of the body, to eradicate the disease within the body of the victim. Number 4, we take care of the natural medicines to cure, to address the pathology. Among these medicines, we have plants, we have herbs, we have a soil, which are processed naturally. Number 5, and the last one, we take care of that the victim is well and healthy as a whole. So let's just start highlighting small points of these 5 pillars of healing the victim of diabetes and cancer. The nature as a whole. Within the nature, there is light. Number 2, there is air within the universe. And we have water, especially ocean water. We have also soil. But within the soil, there are plants, there are herbs, but within the plants also, the sorts of plants, we have fruit plants that are used as whole nature to cure the victim of these victims of diabetes and cancers and the related diseases. Within also the whole nature that we have, we take care of, we consider of some different kinds of reptiles. But number 4, we consider the sun and the moon and stars, because within they shine, there the healing power within, and we from them, or in absence of this sunshine and moon and stars, in absence of them, we have darkness. There is a healing power within the darkness. Number 5, we take account into the aquatic and aerial creatures' sight and symbiotic coexistence power. So amongst them we have reptiles, and we have fishes, small and big, and we have birds and fowls. And number 6, we take account into the other ecosystem. Amongst them we have cattle, we have creeping living creatures, and so on and so forth. Among the other ecosystem that we're talking about, apart from cattle, apart from creeping living creatures, we have the beasts. And at last and least, we have the man. So the man is a very important item of the whole nature. So second pillar, it is the man as a whole. We consider man as a threefold entity. We have the spirit, we have psychology, and the body. So in taking care of the patients of diabetes and cancer, we take into account of a whole man as a threefold entity. When caring diabetes patients and cancer, we take also into account of a whole food and drink of humankind, and basing on the digestive system, among the teeth, stomach, and intestine, small and big colon, we ensure that the man, the meal of a man, it is only one, the plants, the fruit plants, the herbs, dealing with small seeds, and we have also the green herbs, and why not even water? The fourth pillar, when curing people, we consider also that as the victims already sick, so he or she is in need of medicines. Amongst the medicines that we are using, they are quite different. It is just a long series of medicines, but basing on plants, herbs, and soil as a whole, without any molecule extraction, unless there is a toxicity within. So in the coming days, we are striving for technology that are going to help us to produce the synthetic medicine, but which is quite natural, without any molecular destruction, without conservatives, without flavors, without anything added. And we are quoting what the Greek philosopher Hippocrates, living between 460 and 377 before Christ. And this one said, let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. And Hippocrates is considered as the father of naturopathy, as the father of medicine, when blessing through the curricula and the studies of medicine in the modern era. The last point that we consider in curing people, it is whole wellness and healthy. When taking care of these patients of diabetes or the other metabolic diseases, or when taking care of these cancer victims, the last point that I consider when treating them is just examining, checking whether the patient is healthy and well completely. So we have 3 points that you consider. 1, positive emotion. Spiritually, the victim is well and healthy. 2, positive thought. Psychologically is positive. He's no longer, or she's no longer grabs with the world and see otherwise in dramatizing or minimizing the situations that is passing through. Number 3, we consider the positive action. The victim should be socially positive, good, and he should or she should be, or she should have the complete interpersonal symbiotic existence without intrapersonal conflicts within him or her. And when examining the positive action, we take into account of extrapersonal symbiotic coexistence with the other ecosystem livings. These are the main pillars that we are using or consider when taking care of these diabetes and cancer victims. So when curing people, we are considering 4-fold medicines. We have the modern medicines, allopathic or conventional medicine, or Western medicine. It depends on the term that are used and with which people are familiar. So we consider this medicine, Western medicine, that help us to identify the cause of disease. The disease and the cause of disease, indeed, when matching or fusing with the other approaches of medicine. The second medicine that I consider to, apart from Western medicine, allopathic medicine, is naturopathy. It is just the kind of medicine that take one side, the modern medicine and natural medicine. This medicine is many times found and used in Europe, Canada, and America. Apart from this naturopathy and conventional medicine, we have Chinese or Indian medicine. Why considering this? It is one because the Chinese and Indian medicine especially, they are using naturally the medicine. They are naturally processed, unless maybe there are still some differences and something that is not good for us, and we are not engaging ourselves to use them in curing people, but to consider them as the medicine to help us to analyze and to carry out the research upon the medicine that are going to help the people. The last one that we are considering is our local natural medicine. Sometimes the people are using traditional medicine, yes, even just in World Health Organization, they are using such a term. But we, as a NAWI greenhouse, have to opt this term otherwise, which is called natural medicine. And apart from this, there are 4 kinds of medicine. Let me repeat it. Conventional or allopathic medicine, naturopathy, Indian or Chinese medicine, and local natural medicine. Among these 4 kinds of medicine that we are taking into consideration, we are insisting on naturopathy, naturopathic philosophies. We have one first philosophy is vitalism. We are believing that the body has an innate ability to heal, and that life or health and disease follow certain laws and principles that are logical. Number 2, we have holism. Holism, it is just this point is highlighting that the body, in order to achieve health, a good health, positive health, we are believing that we must treat all aspects of an individual that health is dependent on a healthy lifestyle and on a healthy of an environment. So these are 2 naturopathic philosophies that we are basing on. In curing people, we are basing on some principles. The first one is do not harm the patient. It's just referring to we should do everything that is possible to choose the naturopathic therapy that we are going to use to help the victim of diabetes and cancer. So, in order to not do anything harm to the patients apart from the disease that they have yearly. Second principle, we are believing that there is a healing power of nature. This principle is just basing on that we recognize that the body's natural healing power or ability, and trust that the body has an innate wisdom and intelligence to heal itself if given the proper guidance and tools. The third principle that we take into account is identifying and treat the cause of the disease. Normally, we are not punching on the disease. We are treating the patient instead of the disease itself. So we take care of, we have confidence that maybe there is inner dispositions within the body. There is a long way, maybe, of life that caused the victim being ill or sick. Maybe there's a climate and habitat that the patient underwent, so that that caused him or her to be sick. So we consider all of these as the causes of a disease. So we are treating the underlying causes of illness rather than focusing on an individual presenting symptoms. And we are recognizing that there are some influence health and disease that include personal essence, genetics and gestational factors, lifestyle, social factors, environmental factors. We have external factors, we have medical intervention impact on physiology of one's, the patient is unique. Maybe my physiology is playing a great role to make me sick or ill. So we consider the a long list of the causes that to help these people. The other principle that we take into account of is a doctor or a naturopathic practitioner before the patients is a doctor or a teacher. Is a doctor one side and he or she's a teacher the other side. In curing the people also we have the naturopathic therapeutic order. We have the order to cure people. The first one is establishing the conditions for health. So amongst these conditions we have to identify and remove the disturbing factors. The second, we have to institute a more healthful diet. The second order is stimulating the healing power of the nature within the body of the victim or the patient. Number three, we have to address weakened or damaged systems of organs. With the naturopathic therapeutic order that we are following, we address the weakened and damaged systems of our organs in strengthening the immune system, in decreasing toxicity or removing the toxins within the body from the body, in normalizing the inflammatory function, in optimizing the metabolic function, in balancing also the regulatory systems, in enhancing regeneration, and at last in harmonizing the life force. The fourth order point, we are correcting the structural integrity. Number five, we address the pathology in using specific natural substances, modalities, and intervention. Number six, we are addressing pathology in using pharmacologic or synthetic substance, but synthetically natural substance. At last, we are suppressing, or sometimes we use surgery in collaboration with conventional medicine offices to remove this pathology. For example, when the patient of cancer has had the tumor and we did our part, we played our role to address this cancer. Maybe on the root of the tumor there is the rest of tissue which is dead. So sometimes there is a need of surgery of such body which is dead, the rest of the tumor, to remove it completely in order to help the patient to carry out his or her life schedule. We are using naturopathic modalities which are different. We are using homeopathy. It is just a substance made from plants, from different minerals, from soil. And these substances are given to the patients, but being extremely diluted in some way or the other one. But within this homeopathy, sometimes and mostly we are using some powders from different plants and herbs. For example, we have this kind of a package that within it we have the powder, the herbs and plants powder within, and we have also this powder within this small bottle that is packaged within. So we are choosing such form of packaging or powder in avoiding you to use the conservatives, the flavors, or the other added substance within the medicine, which at last may cause the cancer normally. So we cannot just heal the cancer and cause the victim also getting into cancerous epidemics. And this added substance within the plants or medicine also, it is just the root cause of different metabolic disorders, including diabetes. So we are avoiding to use these conservatives and flavors. Sometimes also we are using some grains, the whole grains, different types of grains. On one side we are using as they are, and one can or sort of it may just cure such a disease or the other one, but on the other hand we are mixing them with the other items of plants, herbs, green herbs, vegetables, and so on and so forth, in helping people. And maybe sometimes different medicine that we are packaging, they are in the form of a tea bag. For people who are used to take some tea, you may just have a tea bag, but not as a tea, but as a medicine. But you are substituting the tea with the medicine packaging within the tea bag. So it is one way that we have in our basic research for the medicines which are not harmful to the body. From this, I'm insisting and informing some people who are following me that much drugs within our body is that the core root cause of different types of cancers. You should recognize that there are more than 200 types of cancers. So we cannot use conservatives and flavors and synthetic medicines because they are the source of disease. So apart from homeopathy, we are using dietotherapy. In using dietotherapy, we take care of diet and clinical nutrition that we are prescribing to the patient. The third point is hydrotherapy. It is just the use of the external and internal use of water in any of its form. Sometimes we may just using it, drink it. We may just use it as ice, steam for health promotion or treatment of the disease. So the fourth modality that we are using or take care of is behavior change. Basic counseling. It is just a basic counseling, lifestyle modification, hypnotherapy, meditation, biofeedback, and stress management. We are pointing also the botanical medicine. It is just a different to use of herbal treatments, which are a popular form of traditional medicines, but especially there's just a use of herbal preparations in the form of teas, tinctures, powders, balms, bath. We have the elixirs, the compresses, oils, syrups, suppositories, and At last, the capsules. These capsules are no longer used from our research, but we are taking care of the capsules from the Indian medicine. Though it is a small part of our medicine that is taken from this use of Indian medicine, but the capsules, this is our purpose in the coming days. So the number 6 of our modality is just using the naturopathic physical medicine, including physiotherapy, therapeutic exercise. We may just use the energy work, naturopathic manipulation, and hydrotherapy indeed. But this practice of naturopathic physical medicine is distinct from that chiropractic or physical therapy and physical rehabilitation. There's a very big difference from them. So there's still the rehabilitation, physical rehabilitation, physical therapy, and chiropractic, but the naturopathic physical medicine is quite different from that. At last, we are using the heliotherapy or ozonotherapy. We are using climatotherapy. We are using aerotherapy. And at last, we are using rest and relaxation. These are the extra modalities to see to NAWI greenhouse residents that we are taking care of. I wish that you have a good health, and maybe you didn't know it before, as there is the underlying line that made that the diabetes and cancer could not be held. But I assure you, from my experience, just 5-7 years back, from 2012 till now, I take a lot of different patients and they recovered their health. So make sure that if you have cancer, any type of it, if you have the diabetes, any kind of it, as there are 6 sorts of diabetes, please come. You're going to recover your health. You may find us at Kimirongo, Kasabo, Kigali, Rwanda, near the stage, near the market, downwards to Kigali Parents School. And you may find us at our cell phones or WhatsApp phone platform. You may just find us on YouTube as we are here. You may just find us at Facebook. You may find us at Instagram. And why not on Twitter? Thank you for watching, and have good health.